I'm sitting here. I've been guided by spirit to not be on the phone and not look at the phone and work out what to do for an hour. And I'm sitting here and I'm connected and just thinking of some things, and then spirit told me to film, so here I am. I haven't filmed a vlog for I think a week now. I filmed other stuff and I've posted other stuff. I just haven't filmed the vlog because I've had pressures on my shoulder in respects to living and paying rent and other living costs. So I've been working out what I need to do, the Capricorn in me, and carrying it all on my own. And it's interesting because I know I've needed to be pushed at this edge, and I'm being so open and honest and transparent with where I'm at because this is the journey, right? And I wrote a post yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the other day, yesterday. And I spoke about how quite literally the only problem in my life right now is finances. Everything else in my life is phenomenal. I am so happy in everything. I have no complaints whatsoever. And my business is set up in such a beautiful way. I have all of the automation, all of the systems, everything is there to not only support me build my business in the way that I desire to in respects to this mission and movement, but also to hold my tribe, to support them in building it as well. And if you've only just come across me, just to give you a bit of a background, I'm 9 years deep in this industry. We call it high ticket affiliate marketing, but it's also in the network marketing industry. I'm an independent distributor for Enagic, which create amazing pieces of water technology. The brand name is Kangen. Maybe you've heard of it. If you haven't, best water in the world. I've been drinking it for 9 years and it's been so supportive for every level up and every spiral upwards towards my highest. And this has been my intention throughout the whole 9 years of me being on my journey, is to create my best life, move towards my highest, move towards my fullest, and most importantly, stay rooted in integrity. Which is why my journey has, it seems, been slower than other people within my industry. Not saying that everyone within my industry is out of integrity. However, it's, you know, there's a way that people are taught to build their businesses. The basic gist of create a freedom business, online freedom, money, this is how much money we can make. And we've been doing that for such a long time, and now people are starting to bring more of the water in because people are becoming more and are more aware and conscious of the water that they're putting in their body. But for such a long time, within the side of the industry that I was on, we were more focused on the business and the freedom, and that did me well. At the same time, as I was in Bali, going through multitudes of spiritual awakenings, I realized that it's so much more than freedom. It's so much more than money. Yes, it's very, very important. However, it's not something that I wanted to continue to focus on and share. And I found that when I was with that messaging, it was attracting people that weren't ready for the work that I was sharing where it really mattered. And what's that? That's the sovereignty piece. That's the deep internal alchemy piece. That's transmuting all toxicity and unhealthy ways of being. That's transmuting all of the trauma. It's literally shifting everything to change the trajectory for our familial line. And this has been the journey that I've been on, is really going on what I call an upward spiral towards my highest. And as I've gone on this upward spiral, embracing my fullest, going towards my highest, it's unraveled all of the normalized and accepted toxicity and trauma that was within my field. And ultimately that's dissolved out of my field as well. I don't have that experience anymore. And I came from my rock bottom. I came from drink and drug abuse. It was a shit show, right? But it was normal for me because everyone else was going through it. And it's the norm for the majority of people even now, right? The way that I live and my life and my community and my way of being, it's an anomaly. It's not normal in the normalized sense of the word, but it is normal because this is how we're supposed to live, right? So I've been on this journey and I've been eradicating all of that, and the online communities that I were a part of were toxic and unhealthy, and ultimately I was ostracized at the end of 2023 for some stupid fucking reason, which was a nice reflection of the type of leadership that I didn't want to be, through the reflection of the leadership that was just not good, which was great. I learned a lot from it, and at the same time that was the witch wound playing out for me. And then the disillusion of my organization, that happened twice, the more I was reclaiming my power. So anyway, the point that I'm getting at here is I've moved through so much to eradicate all of the toxicity and trauma, and realized throughout the whole process of pursuing money, which is why I started my business, is in the pursuit of money to create freedom. And 9 years fucking later, I'm still worrying about rent. It's actually quite hilarious. And it's not like I've not had success in my business, because I created an organization and built an organization of over $400 grand US dollars in sales revenue between 2020 to 2024. So I'm seasoned. I know what the fuck I'm doing. However, because I went in my cave through self-protection, metaphorical cave, not a real cave, through self-protection, I diluted my power because of the wound, and because of not feeling worthy, and subconsciously feeling like I'd be prosecuted if I really stood in my power, because it did pretty much play out. And then I was like, okay, just subconsciously, because clearly I've been burnt at the stake in past lives. And anyway, I'm feeling all of the feelings, because of course I know that this works, but I'm doing it in a way that no one else is doing it within my industry, which is great. But at the same time, I'm going first. So when we go first, it's not necessarily easy. And the more I'm sharing my story, and the more I'm connecting with people and sharing the mission and what I'm about with this, things are moving energetically within me, but also the people that I'm connecting with that just get it. And it's a case of divine time, and it's a case of trusting in the Most High, which has been this whole journey over the last 9 years. And I've been fully supported and provisioned by the Most High throughout all of it. The times where I wasn't making money in my business for the first 3 years, I wasn't making enough money to live anyway. And within a year, I started living in my freedom through frequency work alone, through the refinement of myself and my being and my frequency. The Most High provisioned me. And then when I knew that I needed to shift communities because the environment was out of alignment, again, the Most High provisioned me in ways that I couldn't have even consciously comprehended. And then when I, at the end of 2024, after I further reclaimed my worth and my power in respects to the value that I put on my life's work and on my mission to people that weren't respecting and valuing it because I wasn't respecting and valuing it. When that dissolved, that's when I went in my cave, and again, I was fully provisioned by the Most High in ways that I couldn't have even consciously comprehended. And it's not been easy in the slightest. It's come with hard decisions. It's come with really going all in. It's come with also asking for support from people that I didn't really want to ask for support from. And with that came a lot of meh from them, which caused a lot of purging my end, which I know had to happen because it's all a part of the process of eradicating all of the toxicity and trauma that's been normalized within our society and within our familial structures. It's all happened perfectly, but fuck, it's so hard. And I'm so grateful for all of the support that I have around me that's just so magical in every way. It's all so magical. I have so many amazing people around me and support coming, and just randomly people buying me dinner when I'm on fucking rice and beans. I'm very, very Capricorn heavy in my chart. I have 5 planets in Capricorn and my North Node's in Capricorn. So I'm very, I'll figure it out myself. I can do this myself. Carrying all of it myself. And I've been pushed to my edge so much to learn it's okay to ask for help, and to know that there are people around me that support me, but I don't want to be there, you know. I want to give. This is why I've created everything that I have. This is why I show up in the way that I do. Because I have so much to give. There is so much to give, and it's like, okay, tribe, where are you? Where are you to link arms with in support of one another? You know, I support you with everything that I've learned, everything that I've integrated, everything that I've embodied, and then I know that you've got things within you that are going to be able to support me in really beautiful ways. What I've created isn't finished. It's not something that I necessarily want to be just mine. I want it to be ours, a community effort. Community is the new currency. This is one of the taglines within my brand, because it is. Within the network business model that we're expanding upon with the water and with this business model, and the systems and the duplication and the scalability and the leverageability, we all get to come together with our respective power and medicine and magic individually in a way that honors our sovereignty, because we're building it around our personal brand and around our story and what we're moving through, but also so it supports the whole, where we lift each other up. And then with the wealth that we build individually and collectively, we benefit the world. We make it so that we have the freedom and that we have the time and that we're resourced enough to live in the way that we desire, and then we give back in the ways that we desire. And me personally, I don't want to be a part of this totalitarian technocratic age. I want to be sovereign from the system, and at the same time it's really important to know that there are essences where we are still a part of the system in some way, and we still need to learn how to work with it, and we must resource ourselves for the technology and the comfort that we've become used to and that we're moving more into, to bring into the regenerative off-grid communities that we get to build together with the wealth that we create together. And so many communities are doing this around the world now, creating regenerative off-grid communities. And with that, they're pretty basic. And there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. It's fucking amazing what they're doing. And at the same time, let's fucking resource ourselves and create a lot of fucking money so we can live in the ways that we have become accustomed to, that we desire. This is the flex I'm at, and also having the resource and money to bring this technology into the communities that we're creating, and doing that all over the globe. And it's interesting because I started for the money and then realised it's so much more than money. It's all about our energy. It's all about our frequency. And then, like I said earlier, I went on this upward spiral of eradicating all of the normalised toxicity and trauma from my field and my own unhealthy ways of being, and killing my ego over and over again, and landing deeper into my heart and learning boundaries and discernment, moving through emotional and narcissistic abuse to really be able to, understand red flags, and to see who's a narcissist and to see who's all about themselves, and to discern, because I'm so giving. I'm such a heart-centered empath. I'm a 5/1 reflector in the human design. And then with that being said, I also have the gate of provocation as well. So with that, I'm a walking, talking activator. And for people that are on the path, on their own upward spiral, it's great. These are my tribe. But for people that are not, and they're still in their shadow and their ego, it's not great. And it hasn't been great for me to experience these reflections from people. And it's caused me to internal chaos and to go off kilter for a little bit every now and again. And it was all for my strengthening. And I know why it happened. The Most High sent these mirrors and reflections my way to strengthen me. And I'm grateful for it. And I am where I am because of it. And this is how we create a better future, is by, yes, resourcing ourselves and getting the money, but it's not just about the money. Yes, it's about the money. It's very important. It's very important. We live in a world that is governed by money, and we live in a world that if you haven't got control, if you haven't got money, you're more easily controlled and manipulated. Money is power in this world. Money is resource, money is choice, money is sovereignty. It's just the fact of the matter. And anyone that puts their nose up at it, they're in Delulu land, and they're escaping, and they don't want to look at their shadow and their money wounding and all of that stuff. They're not my people, and I bliss their healing and I wish them the best. Resourcing ourselves. It's not for a case of ego, look at me, I have all of this money, this is how much money I'm making. No, it's resourcing ourselves. It's securing our safety and our sovereignty, not only for ourselves, but for our children. This is what it is. And there are so many, I don't want to say so many, because there are really good leaders within my industry. However, the reflections that I've had and the leaders that I've dealt with, no. Complete lack of integrity, completely in their ego, unhealthy, toxic. And it's been great because I've learned from that what I don't want to be. And I've ultimately created safe space, beautiful environment, because I don't want anyone to experience what I've experienced at all. At all. And it's very important for me to be in beautiful environments. Especially, like, if you know anything about the human design, you'll understand as reflectors, we need it. And then with that, I've created that. So you know that when you come into my environment, there's no fucking shit. There's no shit. The only rule that I have within the ecosystem and the environment that I've created is don't be a dick. That's it. And that spans a lot. Use your fucking head. Don't be a dick. And there's so many different ways to be a dick. And once you're seen to be a dick, okay, we'll have a chat. But if you're a dick again, bye. That's it. Don't care. It's not just towards me, it's towards everyone. We all get to respect and revere everyone within the community. Everyone. In their power, in their medicine, in their magic. There's no competition. This isn't about competition. This is about collaboration. It's about co-creation. It's about supporting one another rise. Oh, okay, so that's your weakness? Well, this is my strength. Let me come and support you. This is my weakness, that's your strength. Oh, will you support me? That's it. We're all so fucking amazing at many different things that we can bring to the whole, to support the whole and to rise together. And there's no competition. Because there's no one that can be you. And there's no one that can be me. Energy cannot be copycatted. Energy cannot be duplicated. We've all got our own beautiful, unique essence in our energy and in our frequency. And the more we do the work to go up this sacred spiral and eradicate all of the toxicity and trauma, the more our energy beams bright and we attract our soul tribe to then support them. And the ecosystem that I've created meets people exactly where they're at. Exactly where they're at. Whether they're just starting this journey or whether they're already on the journey, but they're looking for something to bring in that's going to give them infrastructure to be able to live their life in freedom and flow. It fucking works. It's proven. Company's 52 years old. The model's not 13 years old. It's proven. I've just had to have sacred solitude to be able to really refine myself and my systems to be able to fully hold and lead this in my strength and really integrated in all aspects of my masculine and my feminine, of my light and my dark, and to really reclaim my worth and my power of what the fuck I'm here for. And what is that? I'm a powerful activator. I'm a powerful calibrator. You work with me, you get serious, fuck, your life, wah, magic. And that's not to do with me, that's to do with you because you're serious and you're doing the work. I'm just holding up a beautiful mirror and giving you all of the tools and the resources that you need to reclaim your power and create everything it is in your life that you want. It's all on you, honey. I'm your ally. I'm your support, I'm your mirror, I'm your guide, I'm your teacher. I'm not your guru. I'm not going to do it for you. Yeah, and I'm currently in this space of, I'm just fully trusting the Most High and I'm listening to my guidance. And I'm, you know, my ego's like, yeah, you gotta do, meh. And there's no plan B. I keep checking in with myself. Do I need to get a job? No. And it's like, okay, just show up in your fullest. I have options for people to enter my world at various different levels, 4 tiers within my membership. I have one-on-one options, whether that be standalone sessions or long-term sessions. I have options. It's open. Now it's like, okay, I just got to be seen. I just got to put myself out there. I've just got to share from my heart and share my story. Which it's been a process since February of shedding all of the shame and the fear, and even me sharing this now of it's much easier than what it was, but it's still a lot because it's like the ego's like, you should be further along. Look at people in your industry and what they're doing. But they're not me. There's no comparison. So I'm like, stop with your shit and just trusting. Which is the hardest thing, you know? It's easy to trust when things are flowing and when things are going good, but when they're not and when you're pushed at the edge And when you don't fucking know where things are coming from and what's happening, it's just fully trusting, well, I'm open, everything's open, I'm doing it. And this is where I'm at right now. And I trust. Otherwise I wouldn't be here. I'd be fucking going a bit crazy right now. Maybe I am going crazy. Who knows? My fucking family think I'm delusional. Think I need to get professional help. Crazy. It's very interesting times right now, family. Very interesting times. And I was actually... We're getting to 30 minutes here, so I'm going to wrap this up. But yeah, speaking to so many different people, tribe. I mean, the people that live where I live, they get it. They're on the vibe. They're on it. And, you know, people in the West are really starting to get it even more so now. And it makes sense because I was talking about all of this 3 years ago. I actually reposted something. I saw a memory pop up and I was talking about this 3 years ago. And since then I went through my cave stuff and like really my heartbreak with leadership, and then a covertly narcissistic experience that really, so I had to go through that to strengthen myself. But when it comes to the numerological standpoint, if you know about numerology, you know, but if you don't, numerology it's a science and there's a blueprint, and essentially the science and the blueprint of my life, I'm 2 steps ahead, 2 chapters ahead when it comes to awareness, should we say, than the rest of the world. Not because I'm any better, because I'm not. I just came here to go first and lead the way, right? So people now in the West that are all within this, the illusion that's been built around, they're starting to open their eyes and see and understand. And now I'm here with all of the foundations laid, with everything there, with everything built to be like, come on tribe, let's go. Because this is it. It's like, yeah, there's tribe here in Bali and fucking, I'd love to work with them. I'd love for them to join my tribe because then they can reach their tribe over in the West. But the fact of the matter is, I'm here to support my tribe in the West break free. Break free from this shit. Because that's where it's happening. That's where the control is with everything that's going on. I don't need to go into it. If you know, you know. If you don't, go and do your fucking research. With love. I get passionate. I love you. I love you. Fuck. So I'm a couple of chapters ahead. And now it's like, right, I'm here. Let's just share it. The situation that you're in, I'm pretty sure you're not enjoying it in some which way or another, whether you've got the money or not. Most of the time, if you've got the money, you haven't got the time, and if you've got the money, you haven't got the relationships, and you don't feel happy with yourself, and you feel lost. Hello, I'm here. Every part of my life, the fucking boxes are ticked. Every part of my life. It's just the finances. And then once the ball rolls with everything, my finances are sorted. I'm there. It's cool. It's like, this is where the trust is, right? And if you haven't got the money, then there are ways to create the money. Come and talk to me. If that is your only issue right now, is money, it's the best issue to have because there's a way to create it always. I'm complete with my share. There's nothing else that I want to share. But this is the reality of fucking going first and building a mission. An alarm went off on my phone to remind me how powerful I am in respects to the creation of my reality. So that was perfect timing. Yeah, this is the reality. This is the reality of going all in, of doing the thing, of, you know, and I'm just being open and honest and real with you. This is all I can be. This is where I'm at. And yeah, it's really beautiful because it's really brought me back to who the fuck I am and why the fuck I've come here, and this is what I've needed. And yeah, if you feel resonance with what I'm saying, and if you're like, yeah, I'm fucking on this, I want to do this, I want to join you, and you don't really know fully what I'm talking about and you want to learn more, I'm going to put the link below for you to watch the Regenerative Wealth Path. that explains everything. It's completely free to watch, so you can understand, so you can get the vision and see the numbers and all of this stuff, and decide as and where you want to plug in. If you desire to be coached by me in any which way, I'm going to put my link tree below. There's one-on-one standalone sessions, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, or you can apply for a long-term container. There's option for 3 months. If you do want to go longer, then you can, of course. Yeah, the longer that we go, the deeper we can go, but the minimum time for long-term is 3 months. And if you feel called to donate in any which way because you appreciate my frequency and you appreciate my shares and you want to support me, then that is greatly appreciated. I'm going to put it's in the link tree that I provide. There is an option. There's a $sign where you can donate by PayPal. There's an option for sending transfer by Wise. And there's also an option if you've only got card to donate by card as well. So yeah, I appreciate you being here. If there's anything that you got from my share, and if you've got anything that you want to say, pop it in the comments. I love you so much. We're in this together. Community is the new currency. We're here to support each other with everything that we have and everything that we can bring. And trust me when I say you have so much power, medicine and magic within your field. And I'm here to support you in rising up into that, in illuminating everything that you are and everything that's holding you back from your highest. Because what the fuck is the point in coming to this reality if we're not living in our fullest and to our highest? To me, there's no fucking point. What's the point in coming to this reality if we're living only in struggle and on repeat? No. Life is struggle. There's always going to be struggle, right? However, what we can do is we can choose to struggle, but choose to live life to our fullest every day where it's completely different, to our own design. And by going towards our highest and our fullest, it creates so much magic and bliss. So it makes the struggle so much easier and it makes us feel so alive. So when you're ready, you know where I am. I have everything you need and I love you so much. Have a beautiful day. Mwah.